Hey, Timothy. If it was up to me, son, I'd monopolize the whole thing. I love you so much, and it's hard to only say a few things, but I'll start out with the beginning. And the beginning is that you were well thought of for probably 6 years. Daddy and I went back and forth before we were both on the same page, and once we got there, son, you were desired, loved, wanted, planned, and prayed for.
On the same page about what?
The same page that we both desired and were
Okay.
ready to have you at the same time.
Right now, you're. I'm going to avoid at all costs my voice being in here. So like, you don't even have to respond to me. I'm just trying to get you to clarify. And anything that like any ums or ahs or whatever, I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to cut my voice out. So it, try to repeat the thought about being on the same page. What you mean by that?
I just wanted you to know that it took us about 6 years before Daddy and I were on the same page. And what I mean by that is I was ready to have another child, he wasn't. He was ready to have another child, and I wasn't. And finally, after 6 years, we were both ready. And at that point, son, we were um, full in, praying for you, planning for you, and waiting for it to happen. And here you were, and what a delight. I'd go around the house, son, singing, I got me a baby. It was pure delight for me. And when I bring you downstairs to your daddy, his face would light up. And as you well know, at the age of 18, there's not a whole lot that lights up his face. So you are so loved, so important to us, and you've been cherished. And I just really have considered you like a little buddy to me. You were my last little buddy.
Do you remember how Jennifer and Tyler reacted?
Oh, yes. Jennifer was thrilled, and Tyler dropped to his knees and said, please let it be a boy, please let it be a boy, as he prayed for you. So that was your brother and sister's response. Anyways, son, I have enjoyed you from the time you were little. You've been my little buddy. We've shopped together. Tyler shopped with me. Jennifer shopped with me. You're my last little guy to run all my errands with me and to be my companion. And you've always been sweet to me. You've been my protector. You've looked out for my welfare. Thank you. And I'm so proud of you. You're 18. You've gone through all these years of school. And in these latter years, son, you have set a mark for yourself, a goal, a high goal. And I'm so proud of you that you're a high achiever, and you've got the ability to reach those goals. And just all desire that you seek God first in every decision that you make, Timothy, because it's in Him that you will be everything that you are meant to be. And so I love you. You're my last little son to be able to hug in my chest. And now I've got a fellow that's taller than me, and all of his friends are like men in my house. I don't know what to do. But I'm just proud of you, son. You've worked hard, and you've completed well. You finished well in these high school years, and you've got some great things ahead of you. And we're excited to be here beside you, with you, praying for you, and just eager to see how God is going to take hold of all that He's made in you to bring about a change in your own personal life and in the life of others, to make an impact and to make an impact for Christ and for the gospel's sake.
Have you thought about a story? Have you thought about a story?
A story?
Just a story. Is it something especially, fond or humorous or memorable thing about Timothy? Vacations or birthdays or events with him. The time he's been in.
I tell you, Daddy's asking me, is there anything that I can think of, that a special event that meant a lot to me? pretty crazy, but what comes to mind, son, is when you invited me to sit out in the backyard and have a fire with you. That was awesome. It was the best day of the whole year, is to be invited to be back there and to hang out with you by the fire.
How old was he?
Huh?
Do you recall how old he was?
Oh, it's just last year. It was just a year ago, approximately a year ago that you did this last fall. So I've loved our camping trips together, and I'm just proud of all of your adventures. You're a man who knows what you want, and you go after it, and you go after it with excellence. And that excites me. It causes me to have a great amount of respect for you, Timothy. And you're the greatest. I love you. I'm proud of all three of my children, and I'm glad God gave us the third child, and that's you, son. I love you.
Okay, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Hey, just thought about him graduating.
You said that you've been ready to be out of school for a long time, and then the last 2 days came. It was like, oh my gosh, the reality. Well, it's a reality for me too, because you're the last one, and but you've worked so hard, Timothy. You've been an independent, hardworking young man, taking care of what needed to be taken care of, and coming to us hither and thither. But you've done it, and I know you'll continue to do well.
Yeah, that's good. Any other story?
Dad's asked for another story. I looked out the front window and saw you, McKay, and Crispy running down the front grass, sliding on your stomachs down the yellow water slip and slide. That was pretty fun. You've done a lot of fun stuff as a little tyke, but you still play even as a big fellow.
Yeah, you good.
I love you. You're amazing.
Any other thing you want to say?